Hello, my dear students. Myself, Mr. Prabodh V. Sapkade, lecturer at Srimati Sharat Chandrika Suresh Patil, Institute of Technology, Diploma Pharmacy, Chopra. In previous video, we were discuss about our Pharmaceutical Chemistry 2 syllabus. Now, in this video, we will discuss about IUPAC nomenclature of heterocyclic compound. So, in this video, we go through the introduction of IUPAC, classification of organic compound, nomenclature and numbering of heterocyclic compound. And we also discuss about what is the heterocyclic compound and why it is called as heterocyclic compound. In the introduction part, organic chemistry is the carbon compound containing chemistry. That means it is fully related to the carbon and carbon containing compounds. Organic chemistry are classified in two parts. In first, open chain compound and closed chain compound, or closed chain compound is also known as cyclic compound. In first part, open chain compound again classified into two parts, in unbranched chain or branch chain. In unbranched chain, that means the simple chain, n number of carbon is present, so that it is called as unbranched chain. And branch chain, that means it have its own branching in various positions in the carbon continuous chain. That's why it is called as a branch chain. In closed chain or cyclic compound, again divided in two parts, homocyclic and heterocyclic. In homocyclic compound, example is cyclohexane, and in heterocyclic compound, example is thiazole. So, in the next open chain compound. In open chain compound, either it may be straight or branch. Hence, they are classified according to the arrangement of carbon atom chain. In unbranched chain or straight chain, that means these kind of chain are the continuous or straight arrangement of carbon and their related functional group in a straight way, so that it is called as a unbranched chain. Here we see the example of N-butane. Butane, that means it contains a 4 number of carbon in a straight position, and also this N is here represent the chain is straight one. That's why it is also called as N-butane. In another part of, or you can say that the class of open chain compound is branch chain. According to the word, that is the branching, you here example is 2-methyl propane. Propane, that means 3 carbon. One, here you see that there are propane, that means 3 carbon, 1, 2 and 3. And ANE represent the alkane type of compound. And 2-methyl, that means here the position of branching, that is the group is here methyl. And where is branching? There 2 number represent the branching is take place at the position number 2. Position number 2. Hence, the IUPAC nomenclature of this branch chain is 2-methyl propane. And there are two types of open chain compound present in our chemistry, this unbranched chain and branch chain. Now we will discuss about the closed chain compound or cyclic chain compound. What is the basic difference between the open chain compound and closed chain compound? The name itself shows the open chain compound is a openly arrangement, that means there is no closing of carbon-carbon compound or any another compound. They are arranged in a sequence wise, they are arranged in the branch wise, but in a closed chain compound or cyclic compound they form a closed ring. They form a closed ring with each other. They are classified into two groups according to their carbon atom. First one is homocyclic compound. The example is cyclohexane. The example is cyclohexane. Here we see the arrangement of carbon and related hydrogen in that cyclohexane is form a closed structure, form a cyclic structure. They are binding or they form a bond with each other in a closed form. Hence, it is called as a closed chain structure or cyclic compound structure. Here we see a cyclohexane, that means presence of the carbon and hydrogen type of structure, that is the hydrocarbon closed chain structure, hydrocarbon closed structure, cyclohexane. Hexane, that means 6 carbon present in a cyclic form or in a closed chain form. This cyclo is represent itself a closed structure and hexane represent the 6 number of carbon, and here A and E represent this is the alkane type of structure where it is form a present in the form of cyclic form of hexane. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The many example we can discuss about homocyclic, that is the cyclopentane, cyclobutane in a square form. Where it is another part is heterocyclic compound. The example is furan, and in our syllabus this is the very important part of our whole syllabus, because the heterocyclic compound which is the important for our syllabus purpose as well as our drug, which showing a pharmacological as well as biological action, and in the whole syllabus this is a very important part. Example is furan. Furan is a 5-member structure, that is ring which contain the oxygen showing in the red part. Okay. First the numbering is 1, 2, 3, 4. We will discuss it in a very detailed way, detail in a next slide. What is IUPAC? I know that you were learn about the IUPAC in a 11th standard, in a 12th standard, and you are aware about its formation, its importance. But again I discussed it in a very short way, because IUPAC you were discussed it in a 11th standard, in a 12th standard about their cyclic structure, but not in a heterocyclic form. So here what is IUPAC? International Union of Pure and Applied Structure. You all know about that. But the role of IUPAC is to give the nomenclature of inorganic as well as organic compound in the chemistry. It also important for the standardization of their atomic weights of our compounds, standardization of physical constant, it, it editing tables of property of matters and the atoms, establishing of commission of for the review of works. That means where the scientific work is done and they prove that it have this kind of or XYZ kind of biological activity, then they form a commission for review their work. That means it is original work or it may be a fake work. Standardization of formats of publications. The research work they published in various uh, research journal, impact journal. Then they form a format for the publication. Measures are required to prevent repetition of same papers. That means they prevent the false papers, they prevent the fake works in the research. IUPAC was formed in 1990 by the chemists from the industry as well as academia who recognized the need for the international standardization in chemistry. IUPAC nomenclature are globally accepted. Each and every compound have its two names. One is the common name and second one is the IUPAC nomenclature. They may be it may be happen that common name are different as per the continent or as per the uh, uh, country to country, but the IUPAC nomenclature is one of the nomenclature who is accepted universally as it is and same as it is. They are in from various continents. The standardization of weights, measures, name and symbol is essential to the well-being and continued success of scientific enterprises and the smooth development and growth of international trade and commerce. So, in the next video, we discuss about the numbering and nomenclature, but nomenclature and numbering is important part of our syllabus. So, in the next video, we learn about the nomenclature. Thank you. Thank you so much, and continuously you should see the video for our syllabus, continuous completion of our syllabus. So, in a next video, we learn about nomenclature and numbering. My dear students, some of our students uh, told me that in a, we also discuss about our mother tongue. I try to understand their difficulties and I am also trying to taught or teach or learn them in our mother tongue so